How's it going, guys? JP here. Welcome back to Body Bags. This is week number 58, and the theme this week, picked by myself, is spiders. I love killer animal, killer creepy crawlies, spiders, insects. I love all that stuff. So the film that I decided to pick for this theme is Kingdom of the Spiders from the year 1977 with the tagline of "There's no escaping their web of terror." It seems like a lot of good killer animal, nature run amok films came out in the 70s, and this is, one of those. So this film opens up with a rancher whose cattle was attacked by something, and we see a point of view shot low to the ground, so we automatically know that it's spiders based off the title of the film. The local doctor kind of does some tests and sends away some samples, and then we have a scientist who comes to the town and informs the local doctor, played by William Shatner, that the cow was killed by venom, and not just any venom like snake venom, but actually spider venom. Of course, he's a bit kind of reluctant to believe her because, how can, one spider take down, a full or half-grown cow? And of course she says, it couldn't, but maybe hundreds of spiders could. Then they find out from the rancher that there's a huge nest of spiders on his land. Pretty soon the spiders start overtaking the town, and it's a fight for survival. So right away, you gotta love these films that were made in this era dealing with killer animals, because there was no CGI. It's all practical, which sometimes you just watch these and look in amazement as you see the effort and the amount of time it must have took to have this many spiders, or in these films, to actually do everything practically would have took a lot of energy and time, and you really appreciate the care that was put into these films to try to make them as believable as possible. Now, I will say that you have to suspend your disbelief a little bit in a film like this, because some of the spider attacks and things like that wouldn't really happen like that. But it's a horror film. It's killer spiders and stuff. You gotta give them some leadway there. So you have to suspend your disbelief a little bit, which is easy for me to do personally. I don't have an issue with that. Also, I'm at risk of sounding like a complete idiot. I'm not really sure about spiders. Like, I don't know a lot about them, but I'm pretty sure tarantulas aren't like venomous. So they might be, but I don't know. But these are all kind of tarantulas, at least I think. And man, there are some moments in this film where I actually felt a little, terrified. They use a little girl in this film very well to build suspense and, fear. I was, it isn't your typical, like, little girl in danger. It was done a little bit better than that, and I really enjoyed how they incorporated the little girl. I mean, you might think it's kind of a cheap move to, tug on your emotions by throwing a little girl into a room full of spiders or whatever, but I think it was pretty effective. And, damn, they used a lot of spiders in this film. It's very impressive. Overall, this is a really fun movie, and it kind of ends up, like, with the characters, like, holed up in a house, which I love those type of films. So yeah, I highly recommend Kingdom of the Spiders. It's pretty awesome. I give it a 7 out of 10. So track it down and check it out. See you guys next week with another review. Peace.